Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Giovanna and Vita. She's back in her spot. Do you see? She's got a new fancy collar on. I got her new collar since she's somewhat famous now. I got her a new collar. So, anyway, I'm here in one of my pastures and wanted you to kind of enjoy the scenery, but wanted to kind of let you know what's going on. I've got a bull back there that he's hanging away from the herd, and he's limping on his front leg. Now, remember I told you I like to keep two bulls at least in a pasture, so that way, if one of them cannot breed for whatever purpose, I still have breeding going on. I still have baby calves in the making, and so anyway, I'll tell you about that, and then. In this pasture particularly, I think I've told you that I did have a case of anaplasmosis early spring, and I was treating my girls for that, and I actually worked them again on last week, and I had to cull or remove 25 cows from this herd. Now that's a pretty big number for a little girl like me, and I'll have to take those to the sale because they can no longer get pregnant. Now they are healthy. Other than that, they just can't breed, and so for that reason, they will go to the sale, and someone will buy them, and for not a lot of money, and that's kind of what I wanted to bring up today, is kind of the flip side of this cattle deal, and that is that we are trapped right now in a very unfair market. We take our animals to livestock sales, and I'll do a video on that, so that way you guys know what a livestock sale, kind of what that arena is like, and so we take them to a sale, and then people buy them, and the way that the cattle industry has gone is there are a lot of big corporations that don't pay a lot of money. There's a bottleneck in what's happening as far as what they will bid on, the price that they'll pay, and they're not bringing the money that we need in order to do what we need to do. That's why there are less farmers today than there were 10 years ago even, and because it's just they're given less and less money for what takes more and more money to produce. We are actually the only industry that sells at wholesale yet buys at retail. Everything I buy my feed at retail. I buy my medicine at retail. Everything that I buy is a retail cost to me. But when I go to the sale barn, whatever they give me for my cow on that day is what I have to take. And so that's where our industry is. That's what's happening right now. And there are only 5 beef packers in the United States, and those 5 packers, actually 4 of them are owned by other countries. Even on U.S. soil, there are 5 packing plants. There are 4 of them that are owned by foreign countries, and the one that is owned by a U.S. country by a U.S. company is Tyson, and as you well know, Tyson already controls chicken and turkeys, pork. They have control on all the proteins, even the plant-based protein. They have control in, and so right now is a very difficult time in the cattle industry. It's a very struggling time in the cattle industry, for what we're getting for our cattle is being controlled by what the packers will eventually pay for them, and they're not paying us a very good amount. Some of the figures, that I'm not going to complicate you with numbers, but some of the latest figures out. Oh, there's my boy. That is not the one that is injured. But he's one of the three in here. And so, but right now, what the latest figures are showing is they're paying $1,500 for a cow that will go in, or calf, whatever, go into the packing house, and when it comes out in boxes, they're making $5,000. So that kind of tells you where we are as an industry, what's happening within the cattle market. That's why your beef prices are so high when you go to the store. Is we don't see that. We're feeling the pain of it, but we don't see that. So I would just encourage you. I'm going to leave some links below to let you give you some resources if you're interested in purchasing U.S. beef, which I so encourage you to do. When you go to the grocery store, we're trying to get it labeled, and you can sign that bill too, or that petition to get that bill, and we're trying to get it labeled of the country of origin. But if it's born, harvested, and raised in the USA, then it's something from my farm or a legitimate cattle producer. But there are also many websites that you can purchase beef either by the pound, or you can purchase packages. And so there's several. I'll put links below in my on my YouTube site. And Lipstick Cowgirl, if you haven't been there, I'd love to have you come over and check out all my videos. But anyway, I wanted to take a minute to let you know that what's happening in the cattle industry now. These girls are, of course, girls that I got to keep because they're still healthy and they're still breeding, and the cows that I'm selling are still healthy. They just cannot breed any longer, and so they're still a quality animal. They're just not capable of production anymore. So anyway, I just kind of want to let you know what's happening on my farm today, because you all care so much, and you're just so sweet. And I'm letting you look at this tree line here. If you're not from Kansas, or if you know Kansas and don't live here, whatever. Anyway, we are starting to fall up. We're starting, if you can see, those leaves are getting yellow, starting to turn a little bit. It's, of course, since I'm in so close, I'm gonna let you see my girls too. But anyway, so I just wanted to let you know what's a little bit more about what the truth is about what's going on to farmers today, to cattle producers. And so I appreciate your time as always. I love your comments and your questions. I am still working on a video for to show you how we work our cows, and but anyway, I want to thank you for all your questions and your comments, and I'm trying to answer them as best I can. And thank you guys for loving my cows and being so sweet and caring, and may God bless you today and show mercy to each other.